Welcome to Cosmopolitan Christ Church, India. Welcome to Cosmopolitan Christ Church, India. We are at Cosmopolitan Christ Church, work together with Christ to spread the gospel, nothing but God's power, which can save the spiritual lives of Indians, Americans, British, German, Russian, and the Asians throughout the globe. We are at Cosmopolitan Christ Church, India, loves to serve and accommodate struck up foreigners in India without taking a single penny. Call us for more details to the number 7386005545.
Extra large. Welcome back to Cosmopolitan Christ Church live streaming. How are you all? It's a great week startup, and God has given us a beautiful week ahead, and we are hoping we Cosmopolitan Christ Church members all together will be living a healthy and prosperous lives throughout this week, and we will be having a wonderful and beautiful sermons in a new dimensional way, and God will bless us. And at this point of time, I can say one thing, and I can say to myself also only one thing: be brave, be supportive to each other, and think positive, so that we can together fight against this dreadful disease, otherwise dreadful situation, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. And today I came back in front of you with a new dimensional sermon, that is extra large. And nowadays, and we'll be seeing we Christians are winning our faith, winning our believership, winning our discipleship, and we are having a successful gospels, successful ministries, successful members, discipleships. We are succeeding in all our spiritual ways. That is very, very happy to hear that word. We are successful in our spiritual levels, and we are very proud of that situations, because God was blessing us in our gospelings, in our ministries, in our churches. Now today's God is going to talk to you and talk to me regarding one most important situation, otherwise most important thing which we are forgetting in getting the believership to the peak level. So why we are failing in that situation? Most of the believers, 99% of the believers are being failed in the subject, otherwise in that situation, otherwise in the point, and that point is nothing but winning our families. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, we are winning our gospels, we are winning our faith, we are winning our churches, and we have a lot of fan followings, and we are having a lot of good feedbacks with our messages, sermons and ministries. But if you can see our backs, if you can see on our family situations, we are 99% of our Christian believers are failing in succeeding in families, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Why we are failing in our family battle, otherwise family situations, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members? And if you go to this sermon's scripture, 1 Timothy 5th chapter 8th verse: anyone who doesn't provide for their own household has denied the faith and is worse than the unbeliever. And is worse than the unbeliever. Oh my God. God is giving you something new version here. Yes, you are a preacher, you are a gospel outreacher, and you have a church, and you are the owner of the church, you are the founder of the church, and you have lot of disciples with you. But if you are not giving importance to the family, otherwise if you are not fulfilling the wishes and hopes of the family, God is telling you, you may be a pastor, you may be a leader, worship leader, you may be a gospel outreacher, but you are worst fellow than the unbeliever, not the believer. Worst fellow than the unbeliever. What a powerful word God was quoting here. Worst. And this is the peak of the situation. And God is asking you, is your families are safe and sound with your behavior? Is your families are happy with your attitudes? Is your families are peaceful, calm with your words, with your thoughts and everything, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members? And God is seeing you. God is seeing in all your families, something is missing in your families. Something is missing in our families. And maybe you are compromising yourself by telling that, yes, I am adjusting to the most. I am compromising to the most. And I am keeping my mouth shut to the most. But still the situations were not changing. What can I do? I am doing whatever I can do. I am doing whatever the best I can do, but my family was not understanding me. Otherwise, my family was not supporting me. Otherwise, my family was not cooperating with me. Most of our believers say these same words when we are discussing about our family lives. And if you can see in the Bible verses regarding the family, Jesus Christ is quoting that the family, the wife is the weakest one in both mentally and physically. So you have to respect her, whatever the situation you came, whatever the worst situation you are facing, whatever the worst conversation you are facing. But you have to bear the situation, and you should not break the situation, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. You have to provide whatever they are in requirement in God, and whatever provision they are asking, whatever wish they are asking, whatever hopes, whatever things they are requiring, please come forward and put it before God, so that the God will make them positively, so that your family cannot be disturbed. Once if your family is disturbed, you cannot do anything in front of the world. You cannot do anything in front of your believers, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. And for that what we have to do, and you may be telling, I may be telling, I am doing my best, and I am doing my best of the best in terms of actions, in terms of works, in terms of hard work, in terms of tensions, in terms of whatever it may be. I am doing my best. But God is telling you right now that you have to take a extra large step. The sermon's title is extra large, and yes, you are at the maximum level. You are at the maximum level in the family, and you are bearing a lot, and you can't able to bear more than that. But still God is asking you, yeah, you came to this peak level. Now just pack your things and just have your energy levels and go to the next level. Go to the last level, where I am giving you happiness, I am giving you peace, I am giving you patience, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. But as our Christians, we are bearing a lot depending upon our physical and mental capabilities. And we thought that, yes, this is the ultimate, this is the final, and we can't do anything, and nobody can do anything. And sometimes we tell that God also cannot do anything because I am doing my level best, maximum. But God is today talking to you, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Yes, your capabilities are over. Your capabilities are up to the peak. Now my capability will start. So just go to the extra large step. Give a extra large option or chance to your family, so that God is going to change your families forever into a happiest, into a peaceful spiritual levels, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. In that sermon, in that scripture, you can see anyone who doesn't provide for their own household has denied the faith and is worse than unbelievers. So this is the only point. We all, our Christians, believers, faith process workers, everybody is forgetting right now. We are forgetting our families, and we are running for the gospel preaching. We are running for the running churches. You are running for the disciples. And we are not at all able to give or spend some time to family. Whatever the situation it may be, you have to spend time with your families. Spend time with your families. God is also telling you that you are at the level of giving some valuable time to your families. So what kind of time you have to provide to your families? If you go to 2 Peter's 1st chapter, 3rd verse, His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of Him who called by His own glory and goodness. So the family life, if you want your family life, if you want your family life to be peaceful, if you want your family life to be provisionable, you have to make your family life as a godly life. As a godly life. So you don't worry about the family life. You don't worry about the family situations, family difficulties, family sorrows. Giving importance to the family, that doesn't mean that concentrating on the family difficulties, family sorrows, family whatever negative things are there. But concentrating on your family means keeping God first in your family. You are not supposed to put your wife in the front. You are not supposed to put yourself in the front of your family. You are not supposed to put your kids in front of your family. That means you are not supposed to love anybody more than God. You are not supposed to love anybody. You are not supposed to love your wife more than God. You are not supposed to love your kids more than God. You have to put God first in your family. That is called divine life. Your family life must be a divine life. That means wherever, which corner in your family you see, God should be shown. God's power should be flourished in your family, in your house, in your talks, in your procedures, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Godly life should be there. Godly life must be there in your family. But as we see, as a believer, as a Christian, in churches itself, godly life will be there. Godly worships will be there. Godly songs will be there. After the church, we go to homes. After the church, we go to homes. We are not able to think about the godly life in our families. We think that as a Christians, we think that godly life, godly appearance, godly worships will be there in the church. But it will not be there in the families, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. But God is telling that first, godly life, divine life should be there in our families. Afterwards, you go to church, you go to ministry, you go to gospel. And definitely 100% divine life will be there in your gospeling things, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. And God is talking to you again in Hebrews 13th chapter 5th verse. Hebrews 13th chapter, 5th verse. Keep yourself free from love of money and be content with what you have. You will be having Jesus Christ alone. And if you go to the family situations, whenever we are thinking about our family situations, first thing which will come into our mind is the financial situation. Financial situations. And the financial situation is the most important situation where the families are getting disturbed, where the families are getting lot of confusion, lot of quarrels in between the wife and husband, in between the kids and parents, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. But here God is talking to you. In your family, godly life will be there, and in your family you are not supposed to give importance to money. You are not supposed to give importance to money. Keep yourself free from love of money. You should not love money. You can give importance to anything, but you should not love anything. You should not love. You must not love your family members more than Christ, and you must not love your requirements more than Christ, dear Cosmopolitan Christ. So, if you are not giving any importance to the things which you require, God will give you abundantly which your requirement. Maybe if your financial requirement is 10%, but God is willing to give you 100% if you depend upon God. But things are different in our practical families. And for getting money, for acquiring money, for getting some financial situations, we people struggle a lot. We people search for so many options. We people talk to so many people. We people get attracted to so many things in this world to get the money, to get the funds, to get the financial beneficiary. But God is telling, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere about your financial requirements in the family. You come to me, so that you love me, so that I can fulfill all your requirements. So that once your requirements are fulfilled through God, your family will be getting settled. Once your financial situations are getting settled, all your family members in the family will feel secure, will feel safe. So this is, as a head of the family, we have to give that assurance, safe and secure assurance to your family, so that you will be happy and your family is also happy. So while you are going through this process, otherwise the problems or the disturbances in the families of our Christian lives, God is talking to you through Matthew's 10th chapter, 37th verse. Matthew's 10th chapter, 37th verse. Jesus said, "He that love father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." And nowadays either we are loving our families a lot, otherwise we are hating our families a lot. But we are not able to maintain a equilibrium. Otherwise, we are not able to maintain a balanced family lives, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So many families we are seeing right now in the world. People are getting salaries in lakhs of rupees, and people are loving their kids, people are loving their families up to the top of market levels actually, and they can able to give whatever they want to their kids, whatever they want to their families. They are loving their families, they are loving their kids to the peak levels, but once the situation becoming tight, otherwise once the situation is out of your control. If you can take the situations now, the pandemic situations, the corona effects, And once these families are very much comfortable with these financial situations, they are enjoying a lot. They don't need any disturbances in their families. They are not facing disturbances in their families. They are not getting any difficulties in their families. But the things which are not there in our hands, once we experience this type of things, they can't able to maintain the balance in the family lives. They are loving their families to the peak, and they are hating their financial disturbances to the peak. So much of drastic things, otherwise dangerous things happening in the families, and so many families are ending their families, ending their kids, ending their wives because of their inequilibrium in their mental status. And God is talking to you right now that you have to maintain in an equilibrium, you have to maintain in an equal relationship with wife, with kids, and we must not love anything more, or we should not love anything more than God, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church. This is the main problem all the families are right now facing. Maybe you are a software engineer, maybe you are a government employee, maybe you are a NRI, maybe you are a successful businessman. But God is talking to you right now, dear gentleman. You are not supposed to love your properties. You are not supposed to love your families. You are not supposed to love your kids more than God. I am not telling that you are not at all supposed to love your families. You must love your families, but you should not love your families more than God, because once the situation is out of your control, only God can save your families. So if you are not giving priority to God in your families, once the situation is out of control, God also is not willing to support you. So keep God first in your families. Maybe you are earning lakhs, maybe you are earning crores, maybe you are having a lot of political and financial backups, but the situations are like that even a leader, otherwise even a billionaire, cannot get the treatment, and they are leaving this world without anything. They are leaving all their crores of properties, they are leaving all their leadership, otherwise strengths, everything here only, and they are going alone, leaving the world, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So today I just wanted to remember you that be extra large in patience. You have to safely and securely maintain your families first. So be extra large patience with your family, with your wife, with your kids. Whatever things are going in your family, whatever the things are keeping your BP levels high, don't be panic, don't be angry. Be patient, be extra patient, so that your family will be very well established in the long run, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Be extra large in loving Jesus. Whatever you love, but you are not supposed to love more than Christ, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church member. Be extra large in braveness, in courageous. In this pandemic situation, you may be brave, you may be courageous, but this is an abnormal situation. This is a situation which was out of our control situation, corona and pandemic. So now you may be courageous, you may be brave, but now you need a extra large courageousness, extra large braveness. And I just wanted to tell you that be patient, be courageous, be brave, love God more than your family, so that your ministry will be fulfilled. Otherwise your ministry will be developed like anything with the support of your family, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. And today this is the topic which is called extra large, and this is Kumar signing off from Cosmopolitan Christ Church live streaming, and I will be back at the same time tomorrow with a newer dimensional message. And as we are telling every time that we are very much thankful, we are very happy for you that you people are sharing and subscribing our CC Global Church live stream YouTube channel like anything, and we are getting so much of feedbacks, and you people are always welcome 365 days 24/7 with your positive feedbacks and with your negative feedbacks, so that which will be increasing our quality of our network, and the raw and the quality gospel will be spread across the world through you people only. And in this pandemic situation, once again I just want you to remember, you may be American, you may be German, you may be Asian, you may be African. If you are struck up, if your family, if your friends are struck up in India and waiting for, otherwise searching for the support, we are here to support you in any manner, in any time, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. And you just call us to the number which was displayed on the top of our streaming, and you can contact us anytime, and we will be there for you. And we are only one thing expecting from you, that is, please pray for our live streaming sermon. Please pray for our live streaming gospel preaching. It will be lasting for years, and we are struggling hard to make it permanent live streaming throughout the years, so that we will get a lot of live streaming memberships, so that gospel will be reached to so many nations, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church member. With this, I wish everybody will be blessed by Jesus Christ, and God bless you all. God bless you abundantly. Thank you so much.
CC Cosmopolitan Christ Church India. Wapenzi wageni, kama maandiko yanasema katika Mambo ya Malawi 19 mstari wa 33, mgeni akikaa kati yenu katika nchi yenu, msimtendee vibaya. Tupigie simu kwa namba +19 75 45